Hi, welcome to Simply Country Cuisine. I'm Susie. Well, we're going to do this in the morning because I'd like to serve these for supper tonight. These are called pickled green onions or scallions. And let me tell you what's going to go in them. And then we're going to go over to the stove and we're going to cook our little brew. All right. First of all, I have a nice large, actually it was 2 bunches of green onions. And I set this out. I purchased natural rice vinegar. I have a cup of that. I have a half a cup of just regular water. I have 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of regular salt. I have a teaspoon of black peppercorns. So you know we're making a brine. I have a teaspoon of mustard seed and a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. So these are going to have a little bit of a snip to them, a little bite. Now I didn't purposely do these until we met together this morning. I am going to cut the root end off of my onion. I've already washed them. I'm trying to be as stingy as I can because I want as much of the white as I can have in there. I have learned that since I've been doing these cooking videos, my very favorite thing to do is pickling. I love to pickle. This is so much fun. And I'm going to have them in this jar. I may have too many here, so I'm just gonna, nope, I think that'll fit. But what I want to do is I want to cut my onion to the bottom of the rim. Now, am I going to throw these greens away? Absolutely not. I will save these. I could use these in a stir fry. I could use these in a salad. This is still a very good part of the onion. It's just, it's not going to fit in the jar, and we're not going to discard it though. So I want to make sure all of the root is off of my onion. There we go, just like that. Now, if you'll come over to the stove with me, we're going to make our brine. Now, I am using a non-reactive saucepan and a non-reactive spoon. I don't want to use metal in this because it's got the vinegar in it. So I'm going to put my 1 cup of rice vinegar, half a cup of water, 2 tablespoons of white sugar, 1 tablespoon of regular salt, half a teaspoon of mustard seed, half a teaspoon of peppercorn, and the half a teaspoon of red pepper flakes. I'm going to stir this to dissolve the sugar and bring it to a boil, which may take a couple minutes. All right, now we can turn the burner off. See how simple and easy and quick this is? And you could have, now I went and got my funnel just because I don't want to spill it all over the stove. And I'm going to pour as much of this will go in and cover up the onions, which will be, whoops, almost all of it. Now I'm going to put this lid on it. Now, I'm not canning this. I'm not putting it in a cold bath. Now, I think I might try that this summer and see if that works so we could have some shelf onions. But with this one, I'm going to let it sit out for 2 hours in the refrigerator. And if you come back and join us, I'm going to try one then and see how well it's married into the onion. The pickling is married into the onion. And then hopefully by supper tonight, I can lay them out on my table and use them as with my relish plate. So I think that'd be fun. All right, so come back in a couple hours and we'll sample one of these. Welcome back. Now remember this morning we did these pickled green onions. And I crammed this jar full, but as the vinegar set in it, it breaks it down. I'm going to take them out of my jar and put them on a pretty dish. And then when we have dinner, they can sit on the table and go with what we're eating. Now, we did these early this morning. This brine can be used again. So I'm not going to get rid of it. I'll just get some more onions and add to it. So I did these this morning and I let them sit on the counter for about 6 hours. I'm going to give them a try. Oh, that's delicious. Spicy. That's very good. So it was super easy. You saw how it was. You could throw these in a jar in the morning, put them in the refrigerator, or just leave them. I left them sitting on the counter. And then for supper, you have a nice garnish to go with your meat, your chicken, your fish, or a non-meat dinner. So always remember to subscribe, like, and share our videos on YouTube to be alerted on Wednesday when they air, and on Facebook page. Just join us and chat with us and we can get to know each other. We have a nice group. And if you don't have a place to worship, please always remember that Glad Tidings Church has 5 locations, 1 church in Central Texas, and any one of them would welcome you with open arms. God bless and have a beautiful week.